What's up, Scorpio? As always, I hope that this video finds you well and in excellent spirits. If you're new here, my name is Mel, your favorite reader, and I'm the founder of Divine Feminine Works, where I help people unlock their divinity and discover their magic. So this is going to be the November 22 tarot scope for the sign of Scorpio, and that's Scorpio sun, moon, rising, or north node. All right, so without further ado, let's just jump straight into your reading. Let's see what November has in store for you. And for all of my November Scorpios, happy birthday. I wish you nothing but success, joy, abundance, great health, wealth, and love for this new revolution around the sun. All right, so let's get into it. Scorpio, what do we have for you? All right, we've got midheaven, okay? And so midheaven typically denotes career. It denotes your public life, your reputation. It's like you're enjoying your time in the sun. Something has reached a pinnacle. Something in your life has reached a peak, okay? When I was meditating and getting ready for your reading, I heard lessons, particularly karmic lessons. So perhaps when it comes to your career, your public life, or your reputation, many of you are learning certain lessons or you're reflecting on certain lessons. For others of you, I feel like you've completed a karmic cycle in terms of your career. And now it's like you've gone all the way around the wheel and now you're at the pinnacle, you're at the top. Some of you are at the very beginning, but you're enjoying your time in the sun, which is amazing, of course, because it is your season after all. So many of you are enjoying recognition. You're enjoying some publicity. Some of you are having people fawn all over you. And there's this element, you guys have this element of mystery to you. And I feel like a little bit of that mystery is being dispelled because it's like your time in the sun and people are really getting to see you and they're getting to understand you, okay? I see a lot of people rallying around you, a lot of people perhaps vying for your attention. Like when I say it's your time in the sun, it is your time in the sun, honey. Like you are getting a lot of attention right now, whether it's online, whether it's in person. You guys have this magnetism about you that's undeniable. And I feel like that magnetism is even more potent right now during your season. Okay, let's get some more cards here. Let's see what else we have for you. Get two from this deck. One. We've got three, but I'll take them. All right. The first card out is traffic cone, and that says caution. All right. So as much attention as you're getting, as much attention as you're garnering right now, you're still keeping a certain wall. You're still keeping a certain amount of distance between you and everyone else, right? I feel like people, they're drawn to you, but they may be cautious in approaching you. Like I said, the mystery around you is being dispelled a bit right now because you're bright, you're shining. Typically you're a very dark sign, but I feel like this November, I feel like you guys are enjoying your time in the sun. A lot is being revealed about you, and not in a bad way. I just feel like people are getting to know you and understand you a bit better. And some people are like, I need to proceed with caution. Like they're seeing you in your full glory and they're just like, whoa, this is a lot. Scorpio is a lot. Like not necessarily in a bad way. They're just like, wow, Scorpio is intense. There's a lot to Scorpio. And so they're sort of proceeding with caution. I get that this also has to do with people approaching you, like whether you have a YouTube channel, whether you have a business and you're the face of the business, like people, let me just put it bluntly. People want to fuck with you, but they're a bit cautious because they're like, I don't know. Scorpio is a lot, but I like it. All right. Yeah. And then we've got fence, which is boundaries. So yeah, you guys are definitely keeping some distance between. But what I love about this card is you see this picket fence, there's slots in between. So it's not an impenetrable fence or an impenetrable wall. I feel like people can get glimpses of you that they couldn't get before. I feel like before you guys were shrouded in mystery, and I feel like in November, people are starting to see bits and pieces of you. And again, you're keeping that distance. You're still keeping a little bit of that mystery, but I feel like people feel like they need to proceed with caution when it comes to you. All right, and we've got bees, which says community. So some of you are community building, some of you are really standing out in the community. If you found that you're typically like someone who's withdrawn, I feel like November is really a time for you to shine. If you want to build a community, it's a great time for that. If you want to stand out in the community, it's a great time for that. I feel like you guys are just garnering a lot of attention, okay? And this is after this karmic cycle has ended. I feel like this is a new you. I'm getting like new me, who this kind of energy, real Drake style, okay? Yeah, there's a lot going on with you. I feel like, of course, you guys are the kings and queens of transformation. So I feel like you just completed another transformative cycle and you've reinvented yourself. You've rose like the phoenix from the ashes. And now it's time for you to take this new Scorpio out to play. It's time to put this new Scorpio, integrate it into society and see how people react, okay? I feel like that's where you're at this month. All right, let's get some more cards here. All right, we've got the Queen of Swords, we've got Judgment, and we've got the Page of Swords. All right, interesting. So again, I feel like you're on a lot of people's minds and you're on a lot of people's tongues. Like people are really talking about you. They're thinking about you. A lot of people are trying to figure you out. They're like researching you. And it's all because of this re-emergence. I'm hearing like some of you it's like you've come up from underground. Like you guys may have been laying low for the last couple of months or couple of weeks. Like you may have gone off the grid or you disappeared for a while and now you're reemerging and people are like, whoa, who is this? This person that I talked to a couple of months ago, it doesn't seem like the same person I'm talking to now, but I'm intrigued. Okay. I feel like the key word for you this month is intrigue. All right, we've got the Four of Wands. So yeah, there's this element of jubilation, of celebration. This could definitely be your birthday energy, especially if you are a Scorpio sun. I see just a lot of happiness. I'm also getting like rite of passage, like you're celebrating this new you. And I feel like others are celebrating you too. I feel like this is a very great time to hang out with people. I feel like November is going to be a great month to get together with people, to celebrate, to have fun. Again, because of the presence of this community card, there's this element of community. You guys are really in the community, or the community is rallying around you and you're really feeling the love. You're feeling the joy. I get the sense that feeling wise, you feel really good in November. All right, let's get some more cards here. Let's get two more. One more. Oh, that one wanted to come out. There we go. Oops. We got four more. Extra, I'm hearing. So like, expect more. Like if you anticipate a certain amount of something, expect more. So if you're anticipating a certain amount of publicity, expect more. If you're expecting a certain amount of attention, especially if you're like a business owner or something like that, expect more. All right, so first off, we've got the Six of Cups. I feel like people are really like, they're thinking about the old you versus the new you. I mean, again, you guys are the kings and queens of transformation. So many people are thinking about your evolution. They're thinking about how far you've come, especially if you've known certain people for a while. I feel like they're thinking about the old Scorpio, the person that they first met compared to the person that is in front of them right now. And again, people are intrigued, very much so. All right, we've got the Two of Swords. For some reason, this reading, the energy is very much of everyone else. I'm not feeling too much. The only thing I'm feeling with respect to you and your like proprietary energy is this feeling of joy and transformation. I feel like there's a lot of energy around you of people who are just intrigued. And again, people don't know whether to approach you or how to approach you. I feel like people are kind of like stuck. They're like, well, again, Scorpio used to be like this. Do I approach them this way? Or how do I deal with this new Scorpio? Like, I like it, but I just don't know what to do. Like people are really feeling like they don't. Again, that mystery that is emblematic of Scorpio energy. I feel like people are trying to figure out how to work with it. Right? We've got the Four of Swords. So this is definitely your energy right here. I feel like Many of you are coming up from a period of healing. You guys have had a lot of rest. You guys have had a chance to really figure out who you are, who you want to be. And with this new revolution around the sun for you, I feel like you are very much focused on living your best life, having fun. I feel like November is one of those months where you're focused on fun. And with the Ten of Pentacles here, y'all are focused on money, okay? So you can leave everyone else to thinking about things and researching you and trying to figure you out. Like it's almost like you're not even concerned about that. I feel like your concern is having fun, turning up, and making money. Like that's literally what November feels like for you, okay? For some of you, I'm getting the sense that you may be thinking about some sort of business or career venture. It may be something that you either thought about in the past or either started in the past or entertained in the past. And now it's like you're sort of bringing it back, or you're thinking about bringing it back and you've been thinking about it for a while. It could be, let's say you have a business and there's a particular event that you do every year. Okay. And, in the wake of the pandemic and the craziness of the world, a lot of things that people did regularly stopped for a while. And I feel like you've been thinking about, okay, should I bring this back now? Things are sort of getting back to normal. Should I bring this event back? Should I do this one more time? Is this going to be lucrative now? So I feel like many of you are rethinking old business plans and seeing if they vibe with where you're at right now and who you are right now. So a lot of you are contemplating things, you're rethinking, you're researching, thinking of bringing something back. This could be a party of some sort of celebration, some sort of festival, seminar, something like that. It could be a situation where you're teaching people something, like I said, like a webinar, seminar, something like that. But yeah, by and large, I feel like everyone's like, yeah, like Scorpio. I don't know. There's something about Scorpio. I can't just put my finger on it right now. Like, ooh, I want to know more, but I don't know. You know how Scorpio can be like, or you may be very vocal lately about your opinions. I feel like this new level of Scorpio that you've reached, I feel like you're really taking it out for a spin, right? And you're being very vocal about who you are now. And that's maybe giving people pause. Like maybe they don't know how to approach you just quite yet because they're not sure how to deal with you. But again, I feel like in your spirit, you feel like, well, that's not my problem. That's their problem. That has nothing to do with me. I'm just going to be me, focus on my money and focus on having a good time. November is my month. November is the time for me to really turn up, live life, and make money. I feel like that's your energy for the month. All right. Let's get some clarification cards here. Let's get more on this transformation. I want to understand a little bit more about who you're turning into. Let's see. Let's get one on this Judgment card. Okay. Yeah, we've got the Four of Swords again. So this is the second time you've got the Four of Swords in this reading. And you've also got the World. And this is what I heard when I was meditating before your reading. That karmic cycle is over. Many of you, it could be your mindset, your values, your beliefs, your faith even, that has been transformed over these last couple of weeks, months, or maybe even over the last year. And you're revived. You're this new person who has new thoughts. You have new ideas. Maybe you had a situation where, you had a lot of negative thoughts, maybe about yourself or about the world. I feel like you've been able to heal those kind of thoughts. And now you've emerged as this new person. And again, people are really taking notice. Let's get some cards on this Ten of Pentacles and see what this money situation is looking like for you in November. Yeah, we've got Four of Pentacles. So many of you may be focused on saving money. I feel like you're looking to maximize the amount of money that you make, and then you're looking to start stockpiling it. I see some of you, like I hear stock, like maybe you're looking to invest in sort of really safe vehicles of investment or investments that you can hold on to for a while. Something that will yield generational wealth. So many of you, if you're doing any type of investing, I feel like you're not necessarily looking to get into that day trading, make quick money or options trading kind of thing. I think that many of you are looking to invest in like real estate or anything that would, yield stable, solid results over a long period of time. So I feel like many of you, that's where you are focused. And let's get one more card, clarification card on this Four of Wands, this sort of celebratory energy. Let me know more about that. Yeah, we've got the Eight of Swords. So I feel like many of you feel like you've broken free, especially in terms of your mindset. Some of you had very restrictive, limiting, and negative thoughts over the last couple of months. And I feel like some of you are just celebrating the fact that you feel free now. You don't feel like you're under pressure. You don't feel like you're under bondage. Some of you may have felt like before you really had to bite your tongue, or you felt like you couldn't really speak your mind in an authentic and truthful way. And you've learned over the last several days, weeks, months, or even years, how to accept your viewpoints, how to accept your beliefs, and how to be vocal about them. And you're just celebrating being free, unencumbered, unbridled. Like you guys are just really feeling free this month. And that's really where your energy is taking you. And I love that for you because, again, it is your month, right? It's also a time for you to really own who you are. And I feel like that's exactly what you are doing this month. And again, people are taking notice. Even if people seem hesitant, if they seem scared, if they seem really cautious, I feel like you intrigue them so much. Like they are so intrigued by you. They are so, some of them are enamored by you. You know, that Scorpio magnetism that you guys always exude. People are really taking notice. And so November is by and large the month where it is your time in the sun, where you are garnering a lot of attention, where you're being unapologetically you. And I feel like you're really speaking your truth and saying what's really on your mind about how you feel about things, how you think about things. I feel like it's a month where you feel free and you feel liberated, and you're also focusing on your money, not just in the short term, but in the long term as well. So this is beautiful energy for you, Scorpio, for November. All right, so now I'm going to do 3 rapid fire style cards. So one card is going to be on relationships, one is going to be on career and money, and the last card is going to be the general wrap up message for this reading. All right, so let's get one card for relationships and see what we have. All right, so we've got mirroring. All right, so this lets me know that however you feel about yourself, whatever values you hold about yourself, you're seeing that directly reflected in your relationships. If you're feeling good, if you're feeling confident, if you're feeling free, I feel like you're going to be attracting people who feel the same way, not only about you, but about themselves. So I feel like this is going to give you the opportunity to really build relationships this month because you're really communing with people who reflect who you truly are. So a lot of authentic relationships, if these relationships have to do with community or with friendship, I feel like you're attracting people who are just like you or who feel like you. So I feel like the vibe is going to be really nice in relationships for you this month. Let's get a card on career and money. We've got mice. All right, so some of you, you know, the devil is in the details. And I feel like whatever you're trying to do this month in terms of career or money, it's like gnawing at you. The littlest details, it's like you're really focusing on the details this month and what changes and tweaks you can make. And it's really almost driving you crazy. So I guess my advice for you is you don't have to get so granular. You don't have to get so incredibly detailed that it drives you crazy. Try to think of the bigger picture. Now, details do matter. I'm not saying don't pay attention to details. What I am saying is that try to open up your level of abstraction, right? Don't focus so much on the tiny. Try to focus on the bigger picture. And I feel like it's going to alleviate some of that annoyance and frustration that you've been feeling. All right. And we also know money is looking good for you this month, right? I feel like there's a change in money as well based on the other cards here. So I feel like things are changing in a good way. I think you're moving in the right direction in terms of money and career. I just feel like trying to make those changes to get to that ultimate goal is what's driving you crazy. So again, don't focus on the details. Try to focus on the bigger picture. And let's get one last card to close out this reading. This is going to be the general advice for the month. We've got 2, but I'll take them. The first card is poised. See how this person is like on a pedestal? I feel like that's exactly how you guys are this month. People are taking notice of you. They're taking notice of your business. They're taking notice of this new you. They're taking notice of whatever you're doing. And you are very poised, for success. All right. So that's a very good position to be in this month. And then we have serendipity. So amongst all of this attention, amongst all of this eyes on you sort of energy, I feel like you are being reminded to leave room for spirit, because there's going to be some pleasant surprises, some unexpected encounters. Expect the unexpected a little bit in a good way, because I feel like the universe has a lot in store for you and a couple of little surprises along the way. All right, Scorpios, that has been your tarot scope for November. I sincerely hope that you were able to get at least one important message from this reading. Speaking of readings, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, those links are in the description box below. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy November, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.